What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing today? It's your boy Exotic coming at it with another video. And in today's video, guys, I actually had a recommendation from my last video from Luigi, basically saying, Exotic, how do you make channel art? So yeah, that's what today I'm going to be doing in this video. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make channel art. And if you guys don't know what channel art is, it's basically the big background of the channel next to the profile picture. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys how to do it absolutely for free, no money needed. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the video.
A jolt and then you'll die.
Alright, so guys, here we are on the Pixel website. I will leave a link in the description below if you guys want to go and follow along. Disclaimer, you guys don't have to do what I'm doing. Just a little tip, just to basically show you guys how to do this. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to click Advanced Pixel E, Create New, and then we're going to change the width to 20, 50, 60, and then 1440, just like that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use a layer, add image as a layer. We're going to go ahead and click here, just like that. So what this basically is a guidelines kind of thing. So this is how much you'll see if you're on a mobile device, just this much, and then tablet, this rectangle, and then desktop, basically everything. So we're gonna go ahead and add some text in here like that, and we're just gonna go ahead and call it Exotic. And there's a whole bunch of fonts you can use. You can use whichever one you want, but I like this one right here. It's pretty good. So we're just gonna go ahead and size this out. We're just gonna make it a decent size. That looks pretty good. So we're just gonna grab this and just center it in the middle. Click the layer. We're going to go to layer, rasterize text, and then we're going to go to filters. We're going to go to outer glow. Move this to the side so I know what I'm doing. We're going to go to size, click, and then we're going to go ahead and measure. That looks pretty good. Alright, so now you have a little border, and we're going to go back to filter, just like that. Drop shadow, and we're going to go ahead and turn the blur up to 40, and this to around the 29. Looks pretty good. So I have an idea how I want to do things. I want to basically, I like this in the middle. And what we're going to go ahead and do next is we're going to go to layer again, add image as a layer. And I have this little lightning, and it looks so cool if you can get this right. So we're going to go ahead and edit, free transform. And this is optional. You don't have to do this. I just like it. So hold on, let's get that back in the middle. We're going to grab and just bring it down so it's inside the frame. We're just going to kind of measure that out. I think that looks pretty good. Alright, so now what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to add another text layer. And basically, this is going to be for all the social media. So we're going to go ahead and say, stay connected, just like that. Text, we're going to go to, let's see, what are some cool ones? We're going to go to this energy one. Of course, we're going to make it way smaller. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in just so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So we're just going to make that smaller. Come down here. It's still a little big. I usually don't like having it bigger than that. That looks pretty good. So we're going to leave it like that. So now what we're going to do is click the layer. We're going to rasterize the text. Go back to filters, outer glow, and it's just another rinse and repeat right here. That looks pretty good. Let's check. Yep. Filter. We're going to go with a drop shadow. And we're just going to go ahead and add a blur just like so. Alright, so we basically have the middle of it done, and I think it looks pretty good. So next we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go back to layer. We're going to add a few images right here. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to add a Twitter image. And for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and get these out of the way. But what we're going to do with these is basically going to be for our YouTube and everything. So now let's scroll down. Where is it? Use this YouTube one right here. Just like that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just start with this one. We're going to hold shift. Or actually, we're just not even going to hold anything. Never mind. And we're just going to go ahead and get it a nice size. I think that, and we'll get a little bit smaller. And we're going to go ahead and have it. So if it's like this, where it shows that purple line, it means it's going to be centered, which is a nice little feature they have added recently. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make this one around the same size as the other one. And we're going to go ahead and put this here, just like that. Get that on the line. There we go. Just kind of bring this closer together. That looks pretty good. Alright, so now that we have that, we're going to add some more text. Just add some text like that. And now you just put in the YouTube name that we have, just like that. And come over here. We're going to go father and son. That looks pretty good. And we're going to make this a little bit bigger. That looks pretty good. We can make it a little bigger if we need to. Actually, what I might do is I'm going to space these out. Oops. Okay, go to YouTube, edit, free transform. We're just going to make it just a little bit. And again, you can spend as much time as you want on this. You don't have to spend that much time if you don't want to. So what we're going to go ahead and do is basically the same thing we've been doing. Click on the exotic text. We're going to rasterize the layer. Go to filters and outer glow. We're going to go to text. We're going to go to outer glow. We're just going to go ahead and make this a little bit smaller. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go down to the drop shadow. Go opacity, turn it up. Just like that. Alright, so that looks pretty good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add some more text just for that Twitter logo. So, Twitter, just put it in, just like that. And let's see, which Twitter do we want to go with? You know what, we'll probably stick with the same one. Actually, I do like this one. That one is pretty cool. And we're going to have to make this one just a little bit smaller. Let's try and get it around the same size. Actually, that's almost perfect. And again, we're just going to kind of space this out just a little bit. Again, you can spend as much time as you want on this part. There we go. Alright, we'll go back up here. Layer, rasterize layer, filter, outer glow. You guys know this part by now. It's going to keep doing the same thing we've basically been doing. Filter, drop shadow, and opacity. Just like that. That looks pretty good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to YouTube and basically do the same thing, but a little bit different. We're actually going to keep this one white. Because I think, personally, with pictures, it looks a lot better just leaving it white. Like that Twitter logo, you're going to see, like, if you have it with the black background, it looks okay. But personally, I just like it just way better like that. And, again, we're just going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so I think that looks pretty good. So, one thing we need to add is some background because we don't want to leave it like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to add image. And I like this image, it's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and drag this image down, just like this. Alright, there we go. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to go to edit, free transform. And remember, we do have this guideline from earlier. So that's actually what we're going to go ahead and use just to go ahead and measure this out. That looks pretty good. And there you go. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go actually click back on this. We're going to go to filter. Or adjustments, my fault. Hue and saturation. And we're just going to change a little bit. Just a little. Nothing too much. Go with something like this. We'll go with a -5. Like I said, nothing too big. We're just going to change it a little bit. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to a new layer. And we're going to go ahead and change this all to black. We're going to go click on squares. Oop. And now what we're going to do is we're going to drag these squares just like that. Oops. I'm going to free transform. There we go. And grab these squares again. That. Oop. What's going to do? Just like that. Do that. Actually, we're gonna go back on that one. Alright. Just like that. Oh. Undo. Oh, there we go. Then we're gonna go right there. Filter. And since I didn't do the do the opacity for it, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna blur a little bit more. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, so guys, that's basically it. That's how you make a pretty good professional channel art right there. You guys, again, you can change it up a little bit. You guys can tweak it if you want. This is just the basic board. So yeah, if you guys did find this video helpful, go ahead and leave a subscribe. And also click a like on this video if you also did enjoy it, because, you know, it gives feedback. And also leave a comment down below if you guys want any tips, or if you guys have any other videos you guys would like me to do. And also turn on my post notifications so you guys never miss a video like this. And yeah, that's all from me. My name is Exotic, and I'm signing out.